What's up guys, it's Matt, the Fruitful Investor. If you want to become a millionaire, or better yet, a multi-millionaire, there's a few things you need to know before you even start. And from becoming a self-made multi-millionaire in my 30s, I'm here to pass on some things that I wish I was told in my 20s. These 6 things I'm about to share are a big reason why I get to live the lifestyle that I'm currently living. So if you're looking to make more money while working less, traveling more, or just spending well-deserved time on the couch, smash that like button and keep watching. Alright guys, so if you're new to the channel, I've been investing in real estate since 2011. I've owned over 45 individual rental properties and I flipped over 100 single family homes. With also being heavily invested in the stock and crypto market, business and investing is right up my alley. When I was in my early 20s, the first thing I knew that I had to do, which thankfully came very natural to me for some reason, was to live frugally. While all my friends partied and had a great time, I was working construction and checking my bank account daily, like an unhealthy amount of times per day. I really focused on living frugally while still living at home with my parents because I knew I would never get to experience this time in my life ever again. A time where my parents took care of me and let me live rent-free as long as I was building my career and staying focused. So this was a time to buckle down and start stacking sats. And by sats, I mean overprinted and inflating fiat currency, sadly. If I did start stacking sats back in 2010, I'd probably be making this video from a 42,000 square foot mansion on an ocean front somewhere. But that's okay, we'll get there soon. But seriously, I was focused on the short-term pain for long-term gain mentality, and it really paid off. Of course, I still YOLO'd and had some fun, but having my goals set in place really helped me stay motivated enough that I didn't feel the need to buy new clothes, buy new video games, or eat out every single day. The next thing I started to do was change my mindset to strive for more rather than cutting things out. Now yes, at the beginning, I think you should track your spending and see what you can cut out, but once you are past that and are consistently living frugally, really start focusing on greatly increasing your income while still living at that same frugal lifestyle. And this is done by really specializing in your area of expertise and trying to become the best at it. For me, my area of focus happened to be real estate investing and being a realtor that's specialized with investors only, which I still am to this day. So being one of the, if not the only realtor that solely focuses on investors in my city, it really set me apart and shot my income way up. It really allowed me to set more money aside every month to invest, which I'll get to later in this video. The next habit that really changed my life and what I really recommend is to never stop learning. You can really never know enough because there's just so much to know about money, but keep improving your skills and knowledge of how money works, how economics works, how politics works to some degree, just to get an idea of how the world actually turns, because the way it looks on TV or the way it looks on the media is probably like less than 1% of the truth. It's not really how the world works. How does compound growth work? How does investing work? How does real estate investing work? How does stocks, crypto, etc.? Like I said, you can learn, or you can spend an entire lifetime learning all these areas, which are really important, but pick one at the beginning, just specialize, focus on it, but have this like thirst for knowledge, for money specifically. I know it may seem weird if you're not really into money right now because you're probably in your 20s or whatever and money may not be your main focus in life, but it will be eventually. So the more kind of obsessed you can get with it at the beginning and just learn how it works, how can I make more, how can I grow a business, how can I grow my income, you're in a different mindset, a different class really of mindset, which the majority of people in society just don't do, especially in their early 20s. So if you can just really double down on your skills, learn how investing works, I can't say it enough, it will set you up for your 30s and 40s, that is for sure. The next thing you wanna do is to prioritize the right people. Now I know friends and family might mean well, but they might tell you, you know, don't do that thing, don't invest in real estate, it's too risky, don't be investing in the stock market, it's too risky, they'll just take your money, etc., etc. But you really need to hang out with other motivated people, other people who want to grow their income, grow their business, etc., and get around that mindset. Like I said, those friends and families are trying to help you, but they're also holding you back even if you might not realize it. And that is because really they're fearful about money. They're fearful about the stock market because they have no idea how it works. They're fearful about real estate because all they've heard is that the big bad landlord is terrible and they're cheating people and they're stealing from people, which is absolutely not true. As I always say here on my YouTube channel, the best people that I know in my life, honestly, are rich, successful people. Why? They're jazzed up, they're excited, they wanna help more people. They're on Facebook every night, you know, helping people in the chat box of how to grow their business. Hey, you should do this with real estate investing. You should try this strategy. It's all the poor people that I know in my life who are actually the bad people. They're the ones saying, the government's gonna steal from you. This world is messed up. The world's getting worse. This is only gonna get worse. The world's falling apart. It's just negative, negative, negative. And that really comes from poor people. I'm telling you, that is what I've experienced in my life for the past 12 years on this journey of real estate investing and building a business. When I hang out with all these rich people at conferences or at real estate events, man, I leave so excited. I leave so jazzed up. Everybody's happy and excited. When I hang around my friends and family who are, lower middle class, they're always complaining about Donald Trump or Joe Biden, or it's this person's fault, the world's falling apart. I can't believe this world anymore. It's just all negative crap. So really prioritize on hanging around really positive people that lift you up. The next thing you really wanna do is to invest as much as you can. As I always say on my channel, if you are younger and you don't really know too much about real estate investing or don't have the amount of money to get into real estate investing and buy properties, I get it. I know the barrier to entry to buy real estate, especially now with rising interest rates and rising prices, it's getting a little tough. We will get you there one day, that is for sure. But at least start investing in an ETF, an exchange traded fund, which is a pool of companies. My favorite one is the S&P 500. I'm sure you've heard of it. It is the top 500 companies in America. Just start investing in that. Don't try and pick the best winning stock. It's not worth it. I'm telling you, the vast majority of people never beat the market, which is the S&P 500. Just own a little sliver of that, which is Amazon, Google, Facebook, Tesla, man, like all these big companies, Microsoft. So just invest in that. Just put your money in that as soon as possible. And what I really recommend is to set 10 to 20% of your monthly income into something like an ETF or some sort of investment that you are comfortable with. 10 to 20%. I know it seems like a lot. You're probably like, man, I'm barely living now with rent. I have 0% to put into investing. You gotta raise that income, man. I'm telling you, focus on how to raise your income, raise your value, specialize, like I said earlier, so you can invest 10 to 20%. We will get you to a point where you can invest a lot more. For example, for me, I'm investing 80 to 90% of my income, if not more, into investing. I only live on like 10% of my income. Which we live a pretty frugal lifestyle, even though we have a nice big house, stuff like that, but our lifestyle inside this house is pretty frugal, and 80 to 90% of my income just goes back into investing, back into ETFs, real estate, Airbnb real estates, private lending, etc., which make me more money every single month, and it just keeps growing and growing through compound growth like I always talk about. So we will get you to 80, 90% of your income one day, that's for sure. Keep watching these videos and you will learn the ways. And last but not least, never stop investing. You can never time the market. It's all about time in the market, okay? So don't be scared of the headlines. I know right now, at the time of filming this video, which is, what day is it? I don't know, July 15th. It is absolutely crazy time, volatile times. There's a war in Russia and Ukraine, COVID's coming back apparently, all these crazy things, inflation, like there's a lot of reason to be freaked out and not do anything. That's exactly what they want you to do. If you believe in conspiracies, whoever they are, that's what they want you to do. They don't want you to do anything. They want you to sit in your house scared watching Netflix. Ignore the headlines, pay attention to them, but ignore the meanings. Just keep investing in the market. It's not about timing the market. Like I said, time in the market. Go back to the S&P 500 chart and look at all the recessions we've had. We've had a lot of scary things. Like this whole inflation thing, we've seen this movie before in the late 70s, early 80s, and throughout all the 80s, really. We've seen this movie before. And what happened? We came out the other side and went way higher. Every time there's a recession, the market, stock market, real estate market, always comes out the other end higher. Okay, so just keep investing, never stop investing. Anyway, guys, that's the video. I hope you learned something. If you did, smash the like button. Also hit that subscribe button to get 2 financial videos every single week. I'll see you in the next video.